Wilderness survival safety. When venturing into the wilderness, knowing how to navigate without technology, build emergency shelters, and safely start a fire can mean the difference between survival and disaster. This section will cover essential navigation techniques using maps, compasses, and natural landmarks, how to construct an emergency shelter, and the best fire-making methods to keep you warm and safe. Navigating without technology. While GPS devices and smartphones are useful, they can fail due to dead batteries, poor signal, or damage. Knowing how to read a map, use a compass, and rely on natural navigation techniques ensures you can always find your way. Reading a map and compass. Basic map skills. Topographic maps show land elevation, rivers, forests, and trails. Contour lines indicate elevation changes. Closer lines, steeper terrain, wider lines, flatter terrain. Using a compass. Find north. Hold the compass flat, let the needle settle, and align it with N. Set a bearing. Rotate the dial to align with your destination on a map. Follow the direction. Walk while keeping the compass steady. Practice exercise. Take a topographic map and a compass and navigate to a chosen landmark. Navigating with natural markers. Using the sun. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. At noon, the sun is generally south, northern hemisphere, or north in the southern hemisphere. Navigating with stars. In the northern hemisphere, find Polaris, North Star, by locating the Big Dipper's outer stars and following them to the bright star. In the southern hemisphere, use the Southern Cross constellation to estimate south. Reading the land. Moss and tree growth. Moss tends to grow on the north side of trees in the northern hemisphere. Animal trails. Wildlife often leads to water sources. Wind patterns. Coastal areas have predictable daytime sea breezes and nighttime land breezes. Practice exercise. Try finding north without a compass using the sun or stars. Building emergency shelters. If lost or stranded, exposure to the elements, cold, rain, wind, or heat, can be life-threatening. Building a quick, sturdy shelter provides insulation and protection. Choosing a safe shelter location. Best places. Near resources. Water, firewood, natural materials. Flat ground. Avoid flood-prone valleys. Natural windbreaks. Hills, trees, caves. Avoid low areas, cold air sinks increasing hypothermia risk, under dead branches, risk of falling limbs, near animal trails, predator risks. Safe fire-making techniques. Fire is essential for warmth, cooking, signaling, and purifying water. However, it must be made safely to prevent wildfires or burns. Finding dry firewood and tinder. Firewood categories. Tinder catches fire easily. Dry grass, bark shavings, cotton, or char cloth. Kindling, small sticks. Pencil-sized twigs and dry plant stems. Fuel wood, keeps fire burning. Thick logs, dead branches. Where to find dry wood in wet conditions. Look under thick trees or inside rotting logs. Peel bark to find dry inner layers. Use dead standing branches, not ground wood. Practice exercise. Gather tinder, kindling, and fuel wood in your area. Fire-making methods. Ferro rod or flint and steel. Scrape a ferro rod to create sparks. Aim sparks at dry tinder until it ignites. Bow drill. Friction fire. Requires a spindle, fireboard, bow, and socket. Rotate the spindle quickly to generate heat and embers. Transfer embers to tinder nest and blow gently. Fire laying techniques. Teepee fire. Place tinder in a small pile. Arrange kindling in a cone shape around it. Light the tinder and let the fire spread upward. Log cabin fire. Lay 2 logs parallel. Stack smaller logs on top like a square frame. Place tinder and kindling in the center, then light it. Practice exercises. Build a safe fire pit and practice fire laying techniques. Fire safety and extinguishing a fire. Fire safety rules. Clear a 3-foot radius around the fire. Keep water or dirt nearby for emergencies. Never leave a fire unattended. How to put out a fire. Drown with water until the embers stop steaming. Stir the ashes to expose hidden embers. Drown again and touch the ashes to ensure no heat remains. Practice exercise. Safely start and extinguish a small fire in a controlled setting. Conclusion. Mastering survival safety. By understanding navigation, shelter building, and fire making, you can increase your chances of survival in the wilderness. Key takeaways. Use maps, compasses, and natural landmarks for navigation. Build emergency shelters using available materials. Gather dry firewood, start fires safely, and extinguish them properly. Final challenge. Spend a day outdoors practicing survival skills. Navigate with a map, build a shelter, and safely start a fire.